So my family and I started taking martial arts earlier this year. Initially because I had a conference with my little boy's teacher. He's going into 2nd grade. And she told me, he's really, really smart, but we can't actually get him to do any work. So our plan is, okay, let's do some martial arts together. Let's get him focused, give him a little discipline. So hopefully he'll do better in school next year. But we've really found as a family, it's been rather entertaining. It's good because it's got us off the couch. We're actually exercising, and we're learning a skill. And one of the most powerful things, I think, is that they really focus on a positive mental attitude. So when I was looking at the agenda for this week's meeting, it was totally empty. And it came to these 3 powerful words. This is something we say at the end of every meeting. You know, the sensei goes, what are the 3 most powerful words in the English language? Any ideas? Anyone?
I love you.
Please? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. That's exactly it. So when I was looking at the agenda, seeing it was totally empty, I thought, maybe I can. Maybe I can do a speech in 24 hours notice. But I kind of had to struggle with myself a little bit in order to get that maybe to a yes I can. First is I really had to look at my goals for being in Toastmasters. I started back at the beginning of the year, and I did one speech about 6 months ago. That's when I had lots of time. There wasn't a lot of work going on. I had like plenty of time to prepare for the speech, plenty of time to practice. And then things started getting busier, and I tried to plan a couple of speeches and had to cancel because I had a deadline, and my daughter got sick. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to plan ahead anymore. And that's really what I want to be able to do in Toastmasters, is be able to give speeches on short notice, because that's what we all have to do in business as our bosses. I need you to do this in an hour. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to do it on short notice, be confident, and without a lot of preparation. So the next thing I had to wrestle with is that I had to accept that it would not be perfect. And for those of you who are perfectionists, you realize that it's really just an excuse to procrastinate in a lot of ways, because you're always waiting, I'll do that later when it's perfect. And then the last thing I looked at is, okay, I need to be brave. Because I tell my daughter, she got knocked down at karate last week. And her big brother knocked her down, and she was crying. And I got her back up. I'm like, come on, let's get back in there and do it. And so she did. And I guess one of the most important things that we learn from karate is incremental improvement. So that means that you keep trying. The first time we went in karate, I guess one of the things they do is a stress drill. And that's where somebody holds a pad, you gotta kick it, you gotta punch it, and somebody comes up behind you and grabs you. And you have to extricate yourself from that and keep on going. So first time this happened, I just totally froze. Somebody had their hands around my neck. I just didn't know what to do. But I kept on going. And so earlier this week we had another stress drill. And somebody came up behind me, and I knew exactly what to do, right? Because I had the muscle memory. I'd done it before. And I think that's the lesson for me, is I have to keep on going, keep on trying, and learn from failure. Because it's only when we quit doing something that we truly fail. Because if you fail, you get up, you do it again, and you keep going. So ultimately, all of this came to the decision where, okay, yes, I can do this. I made the decision, put my name on the agenda. And actually writing the speech isn't so bad. It's just you don't have nearly as much time to work on your topic and refine it. You just have to go with it and move forward. So ultimately, yes, the decision is yes, I can. And I'm taking another lesson from my karate teacher. He says that the difference between a white belt and a black belt is a white belt didn't quit. So in conclusion, yes, I did do a speech in 24 hours, and it might not be quite long enough, but right after the meeting, I'm going to go have a cupcake.